Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind That is your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. All right guys, this is a special thing, all right, that I'm doing for my oval peeps because I want to let you guys know that I love you guys and I'm here for you, and I want to try to put out the content that you want. And y'all know, if you've been following me and you're true subscribers, you know that the oval has been pissing me off lately, okay? So hopefully many of you have watched the video that I put out, the recap video for episode number 2, which was so late, all right, guys? I haven't even been watching the episodes, guys, okay? We are going to go over episode number 3. Now, what I wanted to do was actually review episode 3 and 4, but I wasn't able to watch episode number 4, okay? And your girl is tired and I have to go to bed, guys. Let me tell you what time it is right now. Let me show y'all the dedication and love that I have for y'all. It's 3:19 in the morning, honey. Let me show y'all. Hold up. Think I'm playing? Look at that time. Stop it, y'all. Hold on. It's 3:20, guys. All right, so your girl is dedicated. All right, so it's already 2 minutes into this video, so let me stop rambling. Okay, guys, now let's get into this episode, The Oval, season 3, episode number 3, called The Mole. Let's get into it, guys. Okay, so the episode starts off where we left off, right, guys? From episode 2, where Priscilla is in Victoria's room. Priscilla tells Victoria that over the years she's tried to just come to work and do her job, but Victoria has screwed the wrong chick's husband and that she's more than just a cook, right? Priscilla also tells Victoria that she's tried not to flex on her and even her husband doesn't know who she is in all of this. So Victoria tells Priscilla that she's fired and she's going to have Secret Service remove her, right? And so the same things are said when Hunter comes into the room. Anyway, when Priscilla leaves the room, Hunter tells Victoria to be reasonable because Priscilla has the right to be angry since Victoria is screwing her husband. And I don't know why they keep on referring to it as screwing. Well, actually, they're dropping the F-bomb, but they did it one time. Stop making it seem like they're actually having an affair because they're not, okay? Anywho, right? So next, Bobby is still in Lily's attic and she wants to know how her life would have been if she met Bobby first instead of Don. So of course, Bobby sells no drama, no stress, and the American dream to Lily, right? But who can promise someone else that life will have no stress? Just simply tell the woman that you would try to make her as happy as possible. Next, Victoria calls Sam and Alonzo upstairs to have them remove Priscilla from the White House. So first, Victoria could have called Alonzo and some other agent to remove Priscilla. She didn't have to call her husband, all right? But anyway, number 2, it didn't work anyway because out of nowhere, Victoria's father called. And when Victoria got off the phone with him, she just told Sam and Alonzo that Priscilla could stay. Okay, so before we move on, guys, let me just say that the crazy lady act doesn't suit Priscilla. I know that I've said this before, but now it's starting to get on my nerves, okay? Because it's so corny. I don't know. It's just like giving me play act. It's giving me theatrics, and I know that this woman who plays Priscilla can act, but I guess this role is not selling for me. I told y'all that before. All right. But another thing is she's acting like she doesn't have to listen to people that are higher than her, like Richard or Sam or Victoria, and in my recap for episode 2, I talked about the same thing with Ellie. It's like order has totally left the building with these people, And also Priscilla, she's over here laughing and getting in Sam's face, telling him he needs to do his job. And I'm like, it's just really irking me how all of a sudden these people, they feel like they have this power and now they want to throw it around and abuse it or talk to people anyway. I don't know. Let's move on. Okay. So another thing is, how the heck does Priscilla know Victoria's father? All right. I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not really appreciating this twist. Okay. Anyway, Victoria goes back into her room and tells Hunter that Priscilla knows her father and that he told her to leave Priscilla alone because she's there for their protection. So, of course, Hunter is unbothered by this, guys. All he cares about is seeing the day when Victoria's father dies because he thinks he'll have real control when that happens. And I'm like, yeah, okay. All right. So anyway, before we move on, guys, I've been meaning to say this for quite some time now, but I keep forgetting. Where the heck is the vice president? Like, why the heck doesn't this show have one? Okay. But I will say one thing. If all of a sudden a vice president shows up, to me, that means that Hunter is probably on his way out the door, which is great news for me. Okay. Next, Sam asks Priscilla if she's the mole because how does she know Priscilla's father, right? So Priscilla acts like she doesn't know what Sam's talking about and she doesn't even know what being the mole means. She eventually tells Sam that she is whatever Sam thinks she is. So when Sam says, "Why didn't you tell me?" Priscilla says, "Why didn't you tell me you were screwing her?" Right? Her, meaning the first lady. And to be honest, guys, if she knows Victoria's father, that would mean that she's been keeping secrets far longer than Sam, okay? Next, Alan has an off-the-record conversation with Don where he tells him that he would appreciate Don telling him the truth. He tells Don that he would have appreciated hearing the truth about Ellie and Hunter from him. He also tells Don that he could even tell him about him and Kyle because he knows they're in love. So, of course, Don denies this. But again, Alan just wants Don to be honest with him so he could protect him. But this conversation pretty much goes nowhere, guys, okay? Because Don accuses Alan of flirting with him to get ahead. And I honestly wish the conversation would have changed the dynamic of this relationship somehow. And Don would have really trusted Alan enough to bring him into the fold. And I just think that that would have probably brought about some different things in the storyline, okay? But the conversation didn't really seem to serve a purpose at all, you know? Next, Barry is lighting it up in his parents' house, guys, okay? So it wakes Nancy up. She can smell the weed and she knocks on his door and she tells him that she doesn't want that mess in her house. But Barry tells her that he needs to relax. So Nancy eventually gives in and tells him to open a window. But don't leave it open too long because nosy Jody might start smelling it, okay? So as pointless as this scene seemed, guys, I brought it up because it was just so nice to see Barry smile and laugh and joke for a change, right? He's been going through so much and he deserves to relax. I've been saying that since this show started, right? That this man hasn't been able to catch a break. Next, as Alan is leaving for the day, he runs into creepy Jason in the hallway. Jason asks Alan if he really hit him, and Alan was like, "Yeah, we've been over this." So Jason says, "Look, we need to be on the same team. I need you to understand. I thought we were friends and all this crap, right?" And Alan was like, "Me and you are not friends." So Jason says, "But you were so nice to me before." And Alan was like, "Well, not anymore. So just go upstairs, okay?" And that's when Jason tells Alan that he will regret this, okay? And one thing that I just have to say about this scene here, and it's a mistake that I see happen with so many different people, not just in this show, but in other shows and movies. It's like the idiots that tell a crazy person that they're not friends with them or they're not on their side, or they just say something that just sends them over the edge and makes them want to kill them. And it's like, you don't do that with a crazy person. Somebody that's unstable, feed them all the lies, right? Tell them all the nice things that they want to hear, okay? Because that's going to help you. That's going to let you get away and it's going to save your life. Make them think that you are on their team. Meanwhile, you're using your stable brain to scheme just so you can survive, right? Anyway, the point is Alan needs to do way better, and he already understands that Jason is creepy and crazy. So why not manipulate that situation, right? Instead of basically antagonizing him, you know, or just making him feel like he doesn't have a friend in the world, because what happens when this kid thinks he's alone? He just goes off on the deep end. Listen, you know what? Scratch all that, guys. I'm not making no excuses for crazy Jason. Creepy Jason. Anyway, Next, Alan goes into Ellie's office to tell her to be careful because creepy Jason is walking through the halls. But silly Ellie says, this is the White House. He can't hurt me here. And I'm like, okay, girl. Too bad nobody told you about Denise and Jean, okay? Because the White House is the primary place where Jason's victims meet their demise. But let her keep thinking she knows everything, okay? I don't care if she gets killed off anyway. Next, Barry calls Sharon while he's high, and he tells her that he's sorry, he loves and misses her and wants her to come home. But Sharon soon realizes that Barry is high, so she hangs up on him, right? She tells him not to call her when he's high because he turns into a totally different person. And even when Barry says, just talk to me, Sharon still hangs up anyway, okay? And here's my thing with Sharon, guys. She's been insensitive to this man throughout his whole ordeal when it comes to his daughter being taken, all right? She cheats on him instead of being there. She makes it seem like he's the worst guy in the world. I mean, I've already ranted about the situation, so I'm not going to say much more, but Sharon, she's so sweet and kind to Dale and all this stuff. But when it comes to Barry, she's a complete jerk. All right. Next, in the last scene, Alan gets home and a dude who looks like creepy Jason for a second, guys, just opens the door with ease and enters his home. And here's where we find out that Victoria was not playing when she told Alan that she will send someone to his house to beat him up until he beats Ellie, okay? So Alan sleeps on the dude and tells him that his little short behind ain't gonna do nothing to him, all right? And so little dude was like, okay, I got something for you, and almost kicked Alan into the next freaking apartment, all right? And that is how the episode ended, okay? So moral of the story, guys, lock your freaking doors, okay? Stop making it seem like just because you live in a nice neighborhood or whatever, stuff don't happen. There's crazy people everywhere. Stop sleeping, all right? Anyway, guys, that is the video for today. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Like I said, I know that I'm late, but I'm catching up. So just bring those comments on anyway, okay? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Until next time, you guys take care and be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.